guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be all about my luxury handbag wish list. This is probably my second most requested video all year, like year round. My #1 requested video is always my handbag collection, which by the way, I recently did one. If you haven't checked out that video, I definitely feel like these two videos go really well together. So watch that before this one or after. You can have an idea of the handbags that I currently have in my collection, what I love, and also see what I will be adding to my collection in the future. I also just want to say this is my first video filming with my second round of Invisalign. So if my teeth look weird or if I'm talking a little bit different, just ignore that. It is the Invisalign and I will be sounding and looking like this for the next 8-ish months, 6 to 8 months. I'm not really sure how long this round is going to be, but let's go and get started with my luxury handbag wish list. So the first handbag that I want to mention is the Louis Vuitton Capucines bag. I've had this handbag on my wish list for so long. I've wanted this handbag for years. I will say I'm not 100% sure if I want the BB or the PM size. I think the BB is super cute, but I do love the adjustability of the strap on the PM size. I also think that the PM size is a really nice size and probably a little bit more wearable. I would probably grab it in a neutral, like beige, like grayish kind of color. I know they used to have the Gallet color. They do have a new color now. I 100% would buy this handbag pre-loved. I think the retail price is really expensive for this particular bag. So for me, it's a matter of finding it in excellent condition in the color that I want and the size that I want, obviously assuming once I decide the size that I for sure want to get. But this one for sure will be added to my collection just whenever I find the bag that I'm willing to buy. Next up is the Fendi Peekaboo Bag. So I actually added this handbag to my collection last year. It's definitely been kind of having a moment over the last year or two. With that said, I still think it is a classic house, and I do think that if you go for more of their classic bags, they are timeless bags that you can wear year after year. I definitely feel like the Peekaboo falls into that category. There are two different colors that I like. I really like the camel tan color, and I also like the gray color. I would definitely go for the medium Peekaboo, but there's also one that I really like that has the Fendi logo print on the inside that I really like as well. I'm not sure which one that I would add to my collection. They are also very pricey. However, all the ones that I've seen on the pre-loved market are not in good shape. So I would probably buy this one brand new, but either way, I do love it. I'm just not in a hurry for this one either. Next up is not specifically a bag. It is more of a bag type, and it is vintage Chanel flaps. I am obsessed. I seriously want them all. Gold hardware, of course, quilted, and I'm just obsessed with them. I love the chocolate color. I love the caramel colors. I love the beige. I just would love to add even maybe multiple vintage Chanel bags to my collection over time. Maybe even like a red one. I just really love vintage Chanel flat bags. I'm kind of obsessed with them. They are hard to find in really good condition. For me, it's really important that they're in good condition. They don't have any smells. I'm not saying that they have to be perfect, because you can send it off to the spa and have it kind of redone and kind of, you know, freshened up, but I definitely don't want any rips in the leather or anything like that. But I just love all the Chanel bags. And speaking of Chanel, I also just have to mention that I would love to get a red Chanel flat bag in like a small or a medium, not a jumbo. I definitely want to go on the smaller side for this one, but it's really hard to find a true red with gold hardware in a classic flap, especially the smaller size. And I'm gonna be really picky about this one. So this one could take me years to find, but I definitely want a red Chanel classic flap in a smaller size. Another handbag that I recently added to my wish list is another Antigona bag. I recently got the mini Antigona and I love it, but I really think I would love the small size even more. I love the mini size. I love the fact that you have the crossbody option. It is so cute. I really am glad that I have that size, but I would love to add a Antigona in the small size as well to my collection one day. Again, I'm not in a hurry for that one. I do think it's a classic bag. I love the fact that the trend of that bag is over and it's really kind of made its mark in the classic space. So that's where it kind of stays. So I think it's one of those bags that even if I don't buy it this year or maybe next, it's one of those bags that I can add to my collection eventually, and it's always going to be classic. Don't get too excited about this next handbag on my wish list because I definitely have no intentions of having a collection of these, but I would love to add an Hermes Birkin in a 30 size. I really am loving my 35 size, and I will say whenever I purchased the 35, I struggled between deciding between the 30 or the 35. Obviously, I ultimately ended up with the 35 size, and I'm happy with that. However, I am still super curious about the 30 size, so I could definitely see adding a 30 size in my collection. If I were to get a 30 and find one, I would love either a light gray color or a nudie color. There's this really, really beautiful kind of creamy nude color that I love with gold hardware. I'll pop it on the screen if I can find a good photo of it. But that is definitely on my wish list. But again, that is one of those bags that, you know, that could even be 5 years down the road. I am not in a hurry for that, but I would love to get a 30 one day. The next handbag on my wish list is a this or that type of situation. It's more of an or type of situation, and it is between the Chanel Coco handle bag and the Chanel trendy bag. Now, I do love them both, and I do think that they're slightly different in style. One's a little bit more casual, one's a little bit more dressy and structured. But I'm just not sure if I would want or maybe possibly need both. Maybe I do. Let me know down below if you have both of them, but I do love those bags. They are on my wish list. The reason why I'm thinking that I wouldn't want or need both in my collection is because I want them both in a caramel color, and I just feel like they would look so similar. So I'd love to know your thoughts. Do you think the Coco in a caramel color as well as the trendy in a caramel color from Chanel are way too similar, or are they just different enough? Let me know in the comments below what you think, because I do love them both, and maybe one day I'll have them both in my collection, but I think for now I'll just pick one. Another bag that I recently added to my wish list honestly caught me by surprise, because when it came out, I didn't love it. I even went to the store, tried it on, and I was not impressed. And what I'm talking about is the newer Chanel 19 bag. I was not impressed with that bag at all. I just didn't understand the hype until they released the caramel color. When they released the caramel color, I was obsessed, you guys. Like, I love the Chanel 19 in the caramel color. It is so me. It is casual, it is luxury, it is classic, but like just effortless. And then that color, it just makes it perfection. So that bag for sure, I know will be harder to find, but if I find it, I will snag that one up because I'm obsessed with that color. I also love the fact that it has all of the different tones of hardware. Y'all know I love mixing my metals, so I do love that. And y'all know how much I love my Chanels. I have my Chanel Jumbo and I'm obsessed with that one, but I will say it is a dressier bag, so I love that the Chanel 19 in the caramel color has that like effortless casual vibe that you guys know I love. So that one is definitely on my wish list. So if you watched my recent handbag collection video, you know that I was interested in getting rid of my current YSL college, which I no longer have. One of you guys did end up purchasing it. So I would love to buy another one in one of the colors that I originally wanted to get in the first place. And I really love the camel color or the nude color. I really like both of those. So I would eventually like to add a YSL college back to my collection, but just in one of those colors. Like I said, either the nude color or the camel color. I don't think the camel color is part of their collection right now, but the nude is, so maybe I will add that one. We will see. I might even wait just to see if they relaunch the camel one, just kind of see what new colors they come out with the next time they launch new colors. But I definitely do like that bag. I really like that bag. It reminded me a lot of the Pochette Métis. I just didn't reach for that particular like metal and color combo that often, but I will add one to my collection again one day. So the last handbag on my wish list is a Chanel Deville tote. I actually almost bought this bag twice in the boutique. I almost bought a gray one as well as a navy one, both in the canvas, but I ended up walking away from both of those, and I'm glad that I did because those were not the color combos that I wanted anyway. I actually have two that I really like. I can't decide between the two. If you have either, I would love to know your thoughts on which one you prefer. I really would love to get the like beige tan canvas one, which I think is perfect for spring and summer. Not that you can't wear it year round, but it's perfect for spring and summer. Or I really like the beige nude leather one, which I just think is such a beautiful bag. For me, I just don't think I would want both or need both. I think they're too similar, especially because they're in the same color family. Even though they give off two completely different vibes, I just wouldn't want both for my collection. But I do eventually want one of those someday. I feel like it would be a super, super practical bag. And even though I do have several totes in my collection now, I don't have one like that. I love the versatility of it, the fact that you have the like shorter handles, but then you also have the longer chain strap handle to carry on your shoulder. I just feel like it would be a really practical bag, and again, a really, really good like classic bag that you can wear year after year. So that is it, my luxury handbag wish list. I know you've got a few on your wish list as well. Make sure to leave those down in the comments below. I always love to know what handbags you guys are wishing for too. I know you're obsessed with handbags just like me. If you're new to my channel, my name is Amanda. I do fashion, luxury, lots of handbag videos here on my channel, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. Before you head out, make sure to check out one of these, and I'll see you in the next one. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever.